Okay, so we're back, and I kind of made a mess and didn't update any or do any updates in the last week or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through. Don't mind the mess in the background, but do pay special attention to Rachel's excellent painting. It's going to be a weekly feature now. So we're going to go through our draft picks and the upcoming sort of first week and the matchups that we have. So, without sort of talking too much, let's get straight into it. So, what we have is first week, first game, we have myself versus Ethan. We have Laura versus Kendra. We have Ryan versus Tiff and Rach versus Jess. Okay, so good matchup overall, mostly 50-50 except for maybe Tiff, but don't worry Tiff, that's like very inaccurate. It really depends on how each player is doing each week, so like that can be wildly off. It's just an estimation, but yeah, it's looking pretty good all around. So I'm going to start with my team. So starting QB, Joe Burrow, Achan, however you want to pronounce it, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, Pitts at tight end, Stefan Diggs, another wide receiver, Cooper Kupp, Young Hao Koo, and the Miami Dolphins are my defense. On my bench, we've got Richardson, we have Moss, which is a new running back this year for the Bengals, so excited to see how he does. He'll be no Mixon, I can tell you that. Or White as another running back, Hopkins wide receiver, Kirk wide receiver, Dallas Goedert at tight end. Versus Ethan's very interesting team, Lamar Jackson. I'd say Jess and Ryan are raging that they didn't get to pick him up, but anyway. Saquon Barkley, Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be one of your top scorers, I reckon. This year is going to be really interesting. London at wide receiver, Bowers. I don't really know Bowers. I think he's maybe a rookie, is he? Yeah, let me look into him. Is Bowers a rookie? Rookie, yeah. So, could be great. Tight end never really gets that many points anyway. We've got Metcalf, Zay Flowers, Aubrey, and the Giants as your defense. Interesting choice for the Giants. Murray at QB back up. We've got Lewis Rees-Zammit. So I'm really hoping that Lewis Rees-Zammit does well, because it'll be great in my opinion. It'll be great, and in Ethan's opinion as well, because it's nice to see a rugby player. But whether we'll actually see a couple of downs in the regular season, I don't know. Montgomery and Singletary and Odunze, I don't know how you pronounce that name. Ferguson as well, tight end. Okay, so pretty good matchup for the first week. We'll see how that goes. On to the next game, we have Laura versus Kendra. The soon-to-be married, well, already married, but soon-to-be another wedding. This is the showdown that we're all waiting for. Who's the superior in the relationship? So we've got Jalen Hurts at QB for Laura. We've got Hall, Adams, Olave, McBride, Pacheco, Tank Dell, Evan McPherson, kicker. Dallas Cowboys as defense. Caleb Williams, will he be what the Bears want him to be? He's another rookie this year. I think he was first round pick overall, and I'm seeing nothing but Caleb Williams stuff all over the internet. Mostert, Connor, McLaurin, Watson, and Ingram. Okay, so pretty good team there so far. Versus Kermit the Frog here. Kendra has Kermit as her QB. Look at him. His face annoys me. Bijan Robinson. He's gone into year 2 now, I think. So he had a great year last year. My favourite running back. So I think he'll have a really good year. Harrison at wide receiver. Deebo Samuel. Sam Laporta. Walker. Pickens. Tucker. And 49ers, of course. Of course, Kendra goes for 49ers as their defense. You have Trevor Lawrence, who just got the joint highest paid QB ever with Joe Burrow and Love, I think. Oddly enough, they're just new contracts. They're all on $55 million now, so that's crazy. Jones, Harris, Reggie Rice, Allen, and Kmet, however you pronounce that. So again, a solid team for both, and it's a 50-50, so it's been an interesting one. Laura looking like she's probably just slightly edging out Kendra where the predictions are going, but again, these mean nothing. As you know, if you played last year, you know that those predictions mean nothing. I think there was one game that, you know, I went down to like 15% and I came back and won it somehow, just with one crazy play or something like that. So another interesting one. Okay, on to the next. We've got Sandra Bullock aka Ryan versus Tiff. So Ryan is last year's winner, so he probably has an unfair advantage being American actually. Kendra, you're American as well, so I don't know what your excuse is, but Ryan won last year, so we'll be expecting big things for him again, but we're hoping to maybe knock him off the podium and see who wins the jersey this year. So starting with Ryan, we got Brock Purdy, probably one of my favourite QBs, a little bit underrated in my opinion and certainly underpaid. Taylor, Tyreek Hill, an unbelievable wide receiver. Brown, another wide receiver. Travis Kelce, aka What's Her Face, that sings all those stupid songs. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I can't even remember her name right now. Caleb Williams, Pittman as a wide receiver, Elliott as the kicker, and Baltimore Ravens, of course, as defense. Got Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield. Whoa. Ryan, you're going very QB heavy here. You've got 4 QBs. That's really interesting. Okay, so Ryan has Brock Purdy, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, and Jordan Love. Maybe we should have put a salary cap on this, because if this was actually your team, you'd be way past that salary cap. But interesting choice. I guess he's going to see which QBs are performing in the first couple of weeks, and then he'll maybe drop a few. You got Mixon, my baby Joe Mixon, running back now with Houston, used to play for the Bengals. Evans, wide receiver, and Brown, another wide receiver. And then on to Tiff. Here we go, Dak Prescott. Travis Etienne, is that his name? Travis Etienne, yeah. Justin Jefferson, an incredible wide receiver. It's a shame that the fucking Vikings suck, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. DJ Moore, wide receiver. Kincaid, a tight end. Running back, Cook. T. Higgs in... Where did I see? Oh, there's T. Higgs in there at the flex spot. Tyler Bass as the kicker, and the Buffalo Bills as defense. We've also got Herbert in a QB, Austin Eckler as a running back. Austin Eckler? Yeah, I was just thinking. I didn't realize he traded to Commanders. Okay, he definitely played not for them last year. Wait, why does it say Tampa Bay? Oh, who knows? Look, he is who he is. Austin Eckler is a really good running back, so he should be good. Calvin Ridley here. Wide receiver, Dotson, Addison, and Freiermuth. I don't know who that is. So, hey, never know. Tight ends, you'll probably drop and pick up players, so it'll be interesting. But overall, really good matchup. I think it'll be really interesting to see who Ryan goes with at QB for the first week. I suppose depends who they're playing. Brock Purdy's playing the Jets, so that's probably a good one. Sorry, Ethan, I know you're backing the Jets for your defense. Might be something worth thinking about. That's all I'll say. On to the last game of the first week. We've got Rachel versus Jess. So, for anyone who wasn't here last year, Rachel and Jess were in what we call the coveted toilet bowl. And Jess took the crown, as in she lost and came complete last. So she still has to do her forfeit, by the way. We're not letting you away with that. So, let's see how these guys do this year. So again, another 50-50 matchup. We've got Josh Allen, a QB. Jahmyr Gibbs, running back for Detroit. Jamar Chase, wide receiver. I'm hoping he does good this year, because we've got Burrow back, and hopefully Burrow will stay healthy. We've got Collins at wide receiver. We've got Kittle at tight end. One of the better tight ends in the league. We've got Jacobs at running back and Smith at wide receiver. Now, I think there should be some form of forfeit for selecting Harrison Butker. And if you don't know, Harrison Butker is a fucking asshole. He basically thinks women belong in the kitchen. If you haven't seen the video, worth looking it up. But yeah, he did a speech at some college graduation, I think, and basically said women shouldn't feel the need to have to get a job. They should be able to go home and work in the kitchen and be happy with that. Something along those lines. So fuck Harrison Butker. Fucking what an asshole. Anyway, continuing on, Cleveland Browns. All around good defense. Tua Tagovailoa. Another good QB. Swift at running back. Neighbors, wide receiver. Very good wide receiver. McConkey, wide receiver. Johnson, wide receiver. And Njoku at tight end. So yeah, very good team there. And we've got on to the last one, Jess. So Jess is back in CJ Stroud this year. I think CJ Stroud's going to have a good year. So this will be a really good matchup. And we have, of course, this guy shouldn't be allowed to play because he's just too good, essentially. 100% rostered, 100% started. Christian McCaffrey, probably the best player in the league. Unbelievable performance every week. And, you know, with a decent QB like Brock Purdy behind him, you can see how he's doing well. Also, he's just an unbelievable runner. He does all this like crazy stuff. He's so fun to watch. Puka Nacua, really good wide receiver for Detroit. For Detroit? Is he playing for Detroit? Or is he the Rams? LA, I don't know. Oh, at Detroit. I was reading that wrong. Okay, so he's playing against Detroit. So he plays for the Rams. Anyway, Wilson at wide receiver. Mark Andrews at tight end. Mark Andrews, have I got that name right? Mark Andrews, I think he's Jess's favourite player. Correct me if I'm wrong. Amari Cooper at wide receiver. Jalen Waddle, wide receiver. Moody as kicker. And defense, Kansas City Chiefs. Jared Goff as backup QB, Derrick Henry as running back, Alvin Kamara, really good running back also, Xavier Worthy wide receiver, Godwin wide receiver, and Schultz as the backup tight end. So really, really good overall. I think it's going to be an exciting first week for everybody here at Donkey Schlong. So I'm not sure when the first game kicks off, but it shouldn't be too long now. But looking forward to it. And thanks for watching my update here. Cheers, guys.